going to show Justin just how much we're watching. And, excuse my enthusiasm, but it's a little in your face, Justin. As I said, you're being watched, dude.
One has to be very, very cautious before deploying military in situations engaging Canadians. It is not something that anyone should enter in lightly. But as of now, there have been no requests, and that is not in the cards right now.
All right, so to help break down Trudeau's very squirmy little movements there and behavior, former U.S. Army interrogator and behavior and body language expert, our friend Greg Hartley is here. Greg, what do you make of that? We don't have a lot of body to show you. It's just his head, but what do you make of it?
Well, yeah, his face is very expressive, though. Is he reading or is he responding to a question? Hard for me to tell, but he stammers through it either way. And if he's reading, he misreads a word, which is interesting. Watch his blink rate. We associate blink rate with stress. As your eyes dry and your blink rate increases, usually our average is somewhere around 18. In this video, his is around 45. And there's a real increase when he says using the military against Canadians. His brow goes up like a request for approval, like he's uncertain how he's perceived. And then he uses some really unfortunate words that you don't expect to hear from a world leader right now. We're not going to use the military right now. I surely don't want to hear that from our president.
No, surely not. All right, so this is something I haven't heard you say, so just a little inside baseball. As an Army interrogator, do you videotape the people you're interrogating, and then do you literally do the math on how many times they're blinking? Is that part of the study?
No, usually you can do it sitting across from them because you're watching them, you're paying attention how quickly their blink rate is going, and you don't really usually keep up the number. I just gave you a number because I'm watching a video, but you can tell because people's eyes start to suddenly blink very quickly, and it's associated with fight or flight and with processing negative information.
You hear that? Oh, yeah.
All right, let me play you the next one. This is him about attending protests, specifically Black Lives Matter protests.
I have attended protests and rallies in the past when I agreed with the goals, when I supported the people expressing their concerns and their issues. Black Lives Matter is an excellent example of that.
So I just have to say, no damage in Parliament Hill and $2 billion worth of damage at BLM, but we're doing body language here. So what do you make of that clip?
Yeah, so there's uncertainty right at the beginning. You see him raise his brow about how he'll be perceived. And then he's got discomfort. See him doing what I call the chained elephant. If you think about an elephant chained up, how they sway and move in their bodies, that's a way of releasing nervous energy, and it shows stress. And then there's also this concern that shows up in his brow when he's talking. You can see it knitted. And then he breaks eye contact down. I associate that with uncertainty of perception.
Interesting. Okay, I want to get one more in here. This is on the other side of the aisle, literally in Canada. I've become a big fan of this woman. Her name's Candice Bergen. She's a politician in Parliament there. Listen to her back up the truckers.
I do get very defensive of Canadians who are outside today, patriotic, peace-loving Canadians who are called misogynist and racist by the Prime Minister. So again, I will ask the Prime Minister, who may I remind this House wore blackface on more times than he can remember, apologize to the peace-loving, patriotic Canadians who are outside right now.
All right, I take away confident and angry, Greg.
Yeah, beautiful read. That's exactly what you see here. She's illustrating with her hand. She's making her point. She's pointing to where she's going. She exposes her teeth. That's anger. She has her chin up in defiance. When her brow comes up, it's you're getting what I'm saying, correct? Her cadence, tone, and pitch all illustrate what she's saying. And then even at the very end, she does an emphatic hand down left side. Look at all that movement, her rigid body. It tells you, yes, she's angry. Yes, she's on message. And yes, she's passionate.
I'll tell you what, I'd rather have her leading me than Justin Trudeau leading me any day of the week.